I have a couple of newcomers on this page, so I'm gonna reintroduce myself. My name is Claire-ity, and this page is technically my podcast page, but I feel like it's not been giving podcasty. I don't know, we're just going on vibes here, you know. I just be talking about whatever and you guys listen, so yeah. So the topic of this video was inspired by a couple of things. Like, it's a thought I've always had, but I feel like this week specifically I came across specific content that really made me like sit down and, you know, think. Of late I've been getting a lot of videos of people who are living in the village. Like, that sounded so weird, but people who've moved, or rather they've relocated, that's the word, they've relocated to the village from the city. And I don't know why that content has been coming to me specifically. It's not like I have any plans of moving up country, but like at the same time I feel like it's so refreshing to see, because I've always been of the opinion that life and like how life is supposed to turn out is not like a one size fits all. I really don't think that life is black and white, and I don't like it when people try to make life seem like it's black and white, you know. So this ties into like now this village life thing. How does it tie into the village life thing? Okay, one thing that a lot of people in these videos talk about is the stigma of moving from the city to the village, because I guess especially when you grow up in the village, I've never grown up in the village, but this is what I'm hearing from them. When you grow up in the village, I think the perception of a better life is seen as coming to a place like Nairobi or going to a big city where there's like, I guess, more things happening, more job opportunities. Although right now we're like in a job scarcity epidemic. Yeah, I think people perceive coming to a city as like making a better life for yourself, and I'm pretty sure that stems from somewhere. Like, probably back in the day there were more opportunities for a better life in the city, but I feel like right now, like the way we live life right now, like we live in such a capitalist society, and like it's always like hustle and bustle. There's no time to stop or to think or to relax or even to enjoy, I guess, your life, you know. And so a lot of people are opting to go back to the village because it's a lot slower, it's a lot more calm, and also, like, you know, there's the added benefits of like being in nature and eating natural food and just like, you know. Yeah, so they talk about how there's a huge stigma around going back to the village because people automatically why am I saying village? Going back to the countryside. It's because this lady that I was watching, what's her name? She's called Jael of The Village. Sorry, I wrote it down because I have notes. But yeah, Jael of The Village refers to it as a village. But I guess, yeah, the countryside, people automatically assume that, you know, things have really become thick, like you're really going through it. That's why you've gone back to, you know, you've gone up country instead of staying in the city, when a lot of the time people are really going through it in the city and they're trying to escape that and go back to, you know, the good life in the countryside. I feel like in life we like to make it seem like there's only one way to live life, and I feel like, of course, of late people have been more open to the fact that everyone is on different journeys. And honestly, actually no, I don't feel like of late we've become more open to it. I feel like a small minority of us have become more open to it. But if I'm being honest, I feel like back in high school is when I used to hear like the concept of like, yeah, like everyone's on their own journey and like everyone's life is gonna look different and we don't all have to be chasing the same dream. But now as I get older, and yeah, like I'm at a point where I guess I'm supposed to be starting my life, is when I'm noticing that no, we're kind of still all expected to follow one path, and like if you don't follow that one path, then like you're kind of sort of maybe actually you are a failure. Yeah. And I find that so ridiculous. Like, it's actually so ridiculous in my head, because I'm like, okay, human beings are also different. Like, we're also different. We all have different desires and goals and personalities and different ways of life and values and all of that. So I can't imagine that all these varieties of people could possibly be destined to live the exact same life. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel like even as I say it and you listen to this right now, you'll realize, yes, it doesn't make any sense, because we're not the same. So how can we all desire the same things and have the exact same outcomes in life? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And anyway, as I was watching her videos, she touched on a lot of things. One of the things she talked about is how in her community, women are not allowed to buy land. And there's basically just a lot of misogynistic values and principles that are applied in their community. Women can't buy land, you have to be married, you can't live with your parents. And it's just like, that's just another concept I've never understood. There's this notion that women can only be happy if they're married or they have a family. Not or, actually, if they're married and they have a family. It's not either or, it's all. And actually, you know, speaking of family, I feel like people see family as like mom, dad, children, when I feel like you can make family in other ways. Anyway, yeah, like there's this whole notion that women can only be happy if they're married and they have a family. And again, I still feel like that's so freaking ridiculous, because it's assuming that all women, well, first of all, it's assuming that our purpose in life is only to find partners and make children, which is problematic on its own, because it's like, I feel like we exist beyond that. And then it's also assuming that like we're incapable of being happy through other means. You guys know this whole trend for like propaganda I'm not falling for. I've been seeing a lot of videos saying that, oh, like, I don't know who managed to trick women, that like, you know, having a family and being married is not beautiful, it's not a good thing. You know, propaganda I'm not falling for is that I don't need to be married and I don't need to have children. Yeah, we often confuse feminism as like anti-men, anti-children, anti-traditional values and norms, when it's really just like allowing women to have the freedom to choose the life that they want, which I feel like I'm such a firm advocate for, not just for women but for everyone. Like, I feel like you should be able to do whatever you want to do with your life, because it's your life, you know. And sometimes the things that society tells you will make you happy aren't necessarily the things that will make you happy, because we're all different. Like, I feel like it just all boils down to us being different. And so when I see videos like this of people defying norms and defying society and just doing what they want to do at the end of the day, like what they know will make them happy, it just makes me happy, because I'm like, yes, like, do you, like, don't listen to other people but just do you, you know. I feel like there's no harm in doing what you want to do if it's gonna make you happy, and of course within reason. Like, you know, some things, if it's harming you and it's harming the people around you, then I don't think you should do it. But I feel like if it's a genuine thing that you have a passion for, or you just like and want to do, then go for it, you know. I don't think everyone should live life the exact same way. And yeah, like now in the case of women, like, I don't think every woman desires to be a mother, and that's okay. And I don't think every woman desires to get married, and that's also okay, you know. And that's not to say getting married and having kids is a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing, it's a great thing when it happens in the right way. Yeah. When I say the right way, I mean like when you find a good partner and like you have kids when you're ready. I think it's a beautiful thing, but I think it's also okay if people don't want that. And I don't think we should be forcing lifestyles and values on other people. I think people should be allowed to live life the way that they want to. Yeah. Another thing that I've been noticing a lot of late is, or rather I've come to learn a lot of late, is I feel like, of course, you should listen to your inner voice and your intuition. I'm a firm advocate for listening to your intuition. I think your intuition never lies, but I think you also need to have discernment to know when it's your intuition speaking and when it's just you know, other voices trying to confuse you, you know. And when I say discernment, you know, I feel like discernment is just, it's such a, I don't know, it's one of those words that it's like, okay, yes, I know what you mean, but like, what do you actually mean, you know? Because it's like, yes, I should have discernment, but like, how do I gain discernment? I feel like for me, I don't know, I've just spent so many years listening to my intuition and trying to understand it and know what my intuition is saying, when it's my intuition and when it's other things speaking. I guess it's practice. Like in life, everything is just practice. But yeah, like I think it's really important to listen to your intuition, because I feel like I've come across a lot of stories where people are like, yeah, I always knew I wanted to do this, but society and my parents and life pushed me towards this, and so I did that. And then now it's like 20 years down the line and I realized, oh my god, I'm so miserable, and so I decided to start again. And you know what, actually, let me not even emphasize on intuition, I should emphasize on being courageous. I think you should be bold about the things you want in life. I think you should be unafraid to pursue the things that you want in life, because I see a pattern of people ignoring their intuition, their dreams, their goals, and then 20 years down the line they reach a point where they're like, actually, I'm miserable, I want to do that thing that I ignored 20 years ago because of society and my parents and people. And you know what, life can start at any age, 50, 40, 60, 70, you know. When I feel like that's such a long way to achieve your dreams, when you could have actually just been bold enough and courageous enough. Bold and courageous are the same thing, I know. To be like, you know what, this is what I want and I'm gonna pursue it no matter what, and face the backlash now, but see the rewards like 20 years down the line, or 10 years down the line, or 5 years down the line, you know. I feel like at my age right now, all our lives are looking significantly different, and yet I still find myself comparing myself to other people whose goals and dreams are completely different from my own goals and dreams. Like it's so ridiculous. It's like I don't want to have the same life as them, but because they're successful, I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? When it's like, you're not doing anything wrong, your journey just looks different. Anyway guys, I feel like these videos of mine are usually just me trying to like instill these lessons into my head, because it's things I think about, it's values I believe in, but it's not values I live by. But yeah, definitely I think we should aim to actually just do what you want in this lifetime. I want to say we have one life to live, but like, do we have one life to live? That's up for debate. If you've reached this far in the video, thank you for watching. I hope you take some, you know, gems from these videos and you apply them into your life, you know, like let's be on this journey together. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a great week ahead. Bye. Oh my god guys, I've really been into like these travel vlogs and even vlogs in general, but actually not even travel vlogs, scratch that. I've been really into like lifestyle vlogs, but not like the super curated ones, but the like the chill ones, you know, where like, I don't know, people are just filming their lives and it doesn't feel like, I don't know, I'm doing this for the video. It feels like this is what I would do on a normal day basis, but like I'm just bringing you guys along. And yeah, especially the ones with like voiceovers on them, I feel like those are the best, where it's like not someone being like, hi guys, so I'm going to like the mall today. I'm not making fun of this, by the way. I would really love to do vlogging. I'd really love to vlog sometime in the future, because I like vlogging and I like vlogs, but like right now, I don't know, it's not a venture I want to pursue at this point in time. Anyway, my point is, yeah, it's not like the typical like, hi guys, let's go to the mall, let's go to the Maldives. Like, no, it's just like, I guess, different shots of different scenes, different places and things that they're doing in their lives, and then they put a voiceover and they're just talking very calm and chill. It's like, yeah. Or sometimes they don't even put a voiceover, they just put subtitles. Oh my god, those are my fave, especially like the Korean vlogs where people just put like subtitles. Those are my faves. I've really been living for those because it feels like I'm there, and then it also gives me insight into like other people's lives and like their ways of life, and I'm like, damn, I really need to spice mine up.